What's up, guys, and welcome back to the Realistic Rimmer. This is episode number 58, and we are well underway in our fourth season in charge of Nottingham Forest. We've already won our Europa League opening game against Hajduk Split, as well as starting off pretty well in the league. 8 points from our first 5 games is not too bad at all. We've already kept 2 clean sheets as well, so really happy with how the team's gelling. As we look at the Carabao Cup third round draw, we face Swansea at home, a side who we actually faced in this competition in round two, all the way back in season two. We beat them 3-1. I think we went 1-0 down actually that day. Obafemi scored and then we won 3-1. Let's hope that we can beat the Swans again. Looking where how they're getting on at the start of the championship season, they are 19th at the moment, just one win from their first 9 games. So we are the favourites anyway, but we should be winning this game. We will rotate the side though, as we always do in the cup competitions. Adebayo comes to us and says that he wants to play in the next game, and you know what, Tosin? You'll get your wish. Adebayo, one of our four summer signings. Adebayo joining Kilman and Ramsey, as well as Hosselu, who was a free transfer. I think the squad's looking pretty decent. Hosselu would also get a start in this game. We changed formation for this one, actually. We went for the 4-2-3-1. Oscar Greenwood got his first career start for us, the youth academy player. So big moment for him playing out wide in today's game. Chance for him to impress. Aidan Smith as well, starting at right back. First appearance in any form for him as well. So given a couple of youth players a couple of appearances, this obviously doesn't help towards the objective of them playing in 20 league games. But I still want to give them some experience. Well, 5 minutes in, and the captain for the day, Calvin Phillips, would get his first goal of his Nottingham Forest career. Obviously, we signed him from Man City last season. He hasn't actually been a staple in the side since he got injured. Ryan Yates has taken that defensive midfield role off of him. But he comes into the side today and he scores to give us an early 1-0 lead. And well, I thought we would crack on from them, but just 9 minutes in, Swansea would level. A great volleyed finish past Jack Butland, who's starting his first game of the season. And we would be level pegging. And then just before the half an hour break, Farmer would get taken down. Really, really rash challenge from the Swansea player here. And honestly, at this point, I'm just thinking, don't send him off. I hate playing against 10 men. I'm not going to talk about it anymore, but I hate playing against 10 men, okay? Well, Liam Walsh would get sent off here, and the Swans, a division down, a division below us, are now a man down as well. So you would expect us to dominate. Well, obviously, you know what's coming. Matt Grimes, I remember signing this guy, right, on my Portsmouth career mode on FIFA 16, I think it was. Matt Grimes, what a baller he was back in the day. I absolutely loved him. He scores I want to say a worldie, but realistically, it actually wasn't that good of a strike, and Jack Butland definitely should have done better. But regardless, the Swans lead, and at half time we make a couple of changes. We are messing around. Taiwo Awoniyi and Nico Williams would be subbed on as we look to I'm not messing around here. I'm not going out of this competition in the first round that we're entered in. Obviously, this is the third round total. We are the holders of this competition. We won. We beat Arsenal at Wembley last season to bring home our first piece of silverware. So I'm not bowing out in the third round. Okay. Well, it would take until the 74th minute for us to find the equaliser. Jacob Ramsey opening his account for Forest with a kind of a scuffed weak foot shot, but it finds its way past the keeper somehow, and we'll take it. But we couldn't crack on and find the winning goal. And despite Taiwo's efforts here going wide with the last kick of the game, the ref would blow for full time, and we're heading to penalties. And despite Swansea being down to 10 men, despite them being lower opposition, they have taken us to penalties. And I'm not going to say it anymore, but playing against 10 men against the AI is stupid. Well, Taiwo would step up for the first penalty. He may have missed one in the last episode against Arsenal, but I always back my number 9, and he puts us off to a good start, 1-0. Then Jack Butland with a great save with his feet, and we are up 1. Hosselu, can he get a goal in a Forest shirt? He can. 2-0. Can Butland make another save? No. Swansea make it 2-1. Still advantage Forest though. Maxime Lopez now, the Frenchman. Can he keep his cool? Yes, great penalty. We've gone left then right then back to left so far. Obafemi scored against us in that cup game a couple seasons ago, and it is saved by Butland, a great save. All of a sudden, Renan Lodi has the chance to give us the win here. Can we score all 4 and go through to the 4th round? Renan, Lodi, yes, get in, boys. Well, we did it the hard way, but we beat Swansea on penalties to secure our place in the 4th round of the Carabao Cup. I remember last season, I think it was Coventry we had to beat on penalties on our way to the final and the trophy itself. So maybe that's a good omen, beating a championship side on penalties in this competition. But it was definitely not a great performance at all. And Jacob Ramsey with that goal late in the second half to take us 2 spot kicks. But in the cup games, it's that old cliche. It doesn't matter how you win as long as you do win. And we are in the draw for the next round. And you'll see here in the 4th round, we will host Liverpool. Now, we usually get quite kind ties up until the semi-finals of cup competitions. So, it's annoying that we will face Liverpool, but it's quite refreshing actually. Facing a big side so early on. Our hold on the competition on the trophy as the reigning champions is definitely going to be questioned there. And Liverpool are a side who always seem to batter us, so that's definitely going to be a tough one. But that game won't be coming up just yet. The next game will be at Crystal Palace, who are sat in the relegation zone. One of those 6 sides, I believe it is, that are still winless. So you would expect this to be a win, but nothing comes easy in the Premier League. And, Brennan Johnson, he's hot in form right now. 3 goals in his last 3 games as we heavily rotate the squad from the side that beat Swansea. 11 changes, I believe it is, as it is back to our strong team. And, this Palace side, they always seem to pop up with a goal or 2 against us. They've got Mudryk, the Ukrainian. I guess he did enjoy his time at Chelsea and he is now at Crystal Palace. Well, just a few minutes in, would this be the moment for Taiwo to break his Premier League duck? No, it wouldn't. Can you believe Taiwo has not scored in the first 5 games of the season? That is outrageous. He's got 94 goals in about 115 Premier League games. Yet to score. I still believe that he will, though. Well, he scored in midweek against Swansea. And he's got his first Premier League goal for Nottingham Forest. Jacob Ramsey. I kept him in the side, actually. I was going to start Sahankov. Then I made a late change and put in Jacob Ramsey. And, it's paid off already. He picks up the ball here and finesses it beautifully into the far corner to give us a 1-0 lead. And you might have seen the stat pop up as well. Crystal Palace, the lowest scoring side in the Premier League so far this season. Just 3 goals in their first 5 games. So hopefully a win and a clean sheet coming our way. Taiwo again would be denied by the keeper. He has not scored yet. Well, never ever doubt this man. There's a reason he's got 2 gold boots. I wish he would wear gold boots. I mean, they're kind of gold. They look, yellow. But Taiwo finally gets off the mark for the season. His first goal in 6 games, as you see the stat pop up there. And what a beautiful finish that was as well. Top corner. And it was an assist from Jacob Ramsey. A great start from the English attacker. A goal and assist in the first 20 minutes. Well, just half an hour in, Crystal Palace would get just their 3rd goal of the season. A nice finessed finish. And all of a sudden, they halved the deficit. And then on the stroke of half-time, Nico Williams would force a great save from the Palace keeper. Really, really good save there. Going into the second half, 15 minutes in, Ryan Yates finds himself in a weirdly attacking position for the DM. And you can see why he's more defensive. His shot goes well wide. And then with just over 20 minutes to go, we restore that 2-goal lead. Brennan Johnson with his 5th league goal in 6 games. I mean, Taiwo might not be banging them in, but Brennan is. And it's another assist for Jacob Ramsey. A goal and 2 assists for the Englishman. What a start it has been for his career in a Nottingham Forest shirt. Well, 12 minutes to go and Palace would again half that deficit to make it just 1 goal. They get their 4th and 5th league goals of the season. And then Dean Henderson would have to come up with a huge save right at the death. We had to deny the Eagles a late draw. I would have been fuming if we had let this slip away. But we do see the game out. Disappointed that we conceded 2 goals against a poor team like Palace. But again, you have to look at the positives. It is a win at the end of the day. I just want to shore up my defence. I need to see how I can improve the defence because we just leak goals. Don't matter who we bring in, we leak goals. Nevertheless, it is a victory. 3 wins from 6 games. We're sat on 11 points in 5th place. It's a good start. It's a very, very good start to our league campaign. We want to be pushing for Europe this season. We want to be pushing for that top four. And Palace, the side we just beat, now sit bottom, still winless. As we take you into the third and final game of the episode, and it is our second Europa League game, match day 2, and we're in Finland to face Helsinki. They Finnish side lost their opener to Midtjylland 2-1, so again, I would expect us to win this game, but it's a heavily rotated side, and I'm never taking anything for granted. So we will rotate the side, but I still think this team is definitely strong enough to go out and win this game. And if we can go 2 wins from 2 in the Europa League, it would just be a really, really good start. And then we have that back-to-back with Midtjylland, who, in my personal opinion, are the second strongest side in this group. So those will be 2 huge games as we see the little pocket of away fans there. The Nottingham Forest faithful absolutely love them. It's a strong lineup. I mean, Lodi keeps his position. Apart from that, Lodi and Henderson keep their positions. Sorry. Apart from that, everyone else is rotated. We go for that front two of Hosselu and Johnson again, who linked up so well in match day 1 against Hajduk Split. Well, just 7 minutes in, Brennan Johnson, who has been hot on form right now, would fire over. This was a game where we created plenty of chances. Our quality really, really shone. Hosselu here dragging a shot wide. That was just 12 minutes in. But our quality was just, you could really, really tell here. And actually, despite Helsinki taking the lead here through, I mean, if I'm Dean Henderson, I'm disappointed that one's gone in near post. But nevertheless, we crack on. And despite being 1-0 down, I still felt confident we would get back into this game. And Hosselu would get his first goal from open play for Nottingham Forest. He scored in the penalty shootout against Swansea in the Carabao Cup. He gets his first, I guess, official goal, because penalty shootout goals don't really count, and he brings us level off the post. And then he almost gets his second and our second just a few minutes before half time, but a great save from the Hajduk Split, from the Helsinki keeper. And then he comes up massive again here, denying Farmer before Cyankov. I was baffled that this went wide, but actually when I looked at the replay, the defender got a slight touch on it. Going into the second half, just a few minutes into the second half, and well, Helsinki almost retook the lead. A free kick, what a hit this was, by the way, off the bar, and then it bounces off the back of Dean Henderson. Luckily for us, it goes wide before Hosselu. I mean, talk about bad timing. In the top left, it said players to watch Hosselu, and then he absolutely balloons a ball over from about 12 yards out. Yeah, that's not how you. That's not definitely. He's definitely not a player to watch in that scenario. We would take the lead though. Brennan Johnson with his 3rd goal in 2 Europa League games. A great finish from him, and then an acrobatic effort from the Welshman. He's just showing his confidence right now. But it's well saved. He would link up with Hosselu though, and Hosselu would get his 2nd goal of the game. These two are forming a nice little partnership in Europe. Actually, I'm quite enjoying these two as a partnership. Hosselu playing that target man up top with Johnson playing off of him. He assists Hosselu and he gets his 2nd goal of the game, our 3rd goal of the game. But Helsinki would not go away, and they would make it 3-2 with 20 minutes to play. Luckily for us, we had that quality in depth, and Benjamin Farmer grabs his 2nd goal of the season. He only scored 4 in the entirety of last season across all competitions. He has 2 already after his goal against Tottenham. He restores our 2-goal lead, and we win this one 4-2. So again, disappointed to concede a couple goals, but we're on a really good roll in all competitions. I think apart from that Tottenham game we've lost, I think that's our only loss of the season. Yes, it's still early doors, but form has to come from somewhere, and winning only produces positive mentalities and momentum. So you got to beat what's in front of you, and that's 2 wins from 2 in Europe, as it's a very, very strong start. As we look at Group F now, Midtjylland, they also win both their games. So we now face them in the back-to-back in match day 3 and 4. Those games are going to be huge to decide potentially who wins this group. But very happy with the start we've made, not just in the Europa League, but in the season as a whole. Looking really good in Season 4, guys. Well, I hope you're enjoying the series. If you are, drop it a like, and I'll catch you in episode 59 very soon.